and that was great. There's another one. There you go. Yeah, the fire's nice. It's relatively strong. Oh, hello, sapphire. She does get an awful lot of like gems and shit. That's fine. You guys can come around here. True. Can I cast it? There we go. That'll get it done. Honestly, if I could cast it outside the wall, that would be great, but I'm pretty sure I can just freeze the shit out of this. That's fine. There we go. What was that? Another sapphire. She gets a lot of sapphires. Dude, don't run off. We're not going that way yet. You're fighting that one yourself, mate. We'll come back to them in a minute. My dude is like, I'm gonna tank whatever this group was, all on his goddamn lonesome, and I'm like, that's great, except like I'm not over there, so whatever you're fighting is solo. He's actually taking a bit of damage because like he's got probably poisoned. Don't worry, we'll kill them in a second. We're nearly at the bottom of this thing, so we'll double back up through all the buildings anyway. Hi. Give me that. Marauders. Oh shit, fuck, hold on. That was a bit of a double hit just then. I do have space, but just not a lot of space. Yeah, not a lot of space. I super don't need that. The other one in there. I don't have any more space at that. Primo. Earlier. Raiders, welcome in. What are you guys up to? Hold on. Yeah, welcome in. What are you doing tonight? Playing, Diablo or something else? There we go. Didn't have, too many friends to share today, but hopefully it's worth something. How you doing? I'm doing alright. And raids of, like, any amount are always welcome, so don't even worry about that. Yeah, I'm doing alright. I'm doing a recreation playthrough of my sorceress Tabby Cat. I gotta go back because I don't have more space, or I might have space, but we'll have to work some shit around. So yeah, I'm doing a recreation playthrough, and I'm basically like recreating the sorceress that I made when I was like 13. Back when like I tried to like battle some of my OCD for her for a while, and then eventually I went like full OCD again. So we're getting close to that at this point, but she's got a lot of restrictions, and she's got a lot of like things she can and can't do and stuff. So yeah, it's pretty fun. I was saying Diablo II Resurrected finally killed Baal. Nice. Was that in hell difficulty or normal, or what difficulties and stuff you up to? So far my sorceress is up to we are currently still in normal, because I only started her a couple of months ago, and I've missed a few of the days that I stream her, so yeah. So was it normal, not hardcore Diablo 2 player yet? It was back in the day when it was released. Yeah, I was too. So I very recently did a playthrough where I recreated my first character, which was my Amazon Kelly, and she took like a year to do that playthrough. It was nuts. She had so many restrictions on her, and fighting Baal at the end, we got down to like, I had no money left, my mercenary had died, I think I couldn't buy arrows anymore, and I couldn't buy any health or anything like that, and yeah, it was really fucking hard. We like barely scratched through, but my sorceress, like I could only have one page of stash. I preferably using like staves and like kind of magical-ish kind of weapons and stuff, mostly melee. I was supposed to originally do cold with her, but I couldn't help but also do fire with her originally, so she does fire and cold, but the original tree I have to get everything unlocked before I can start putting specific spells, extra skills into like the hot cold ones that I want. Her stats at the moment are going through 3 different stages of OCD. So originally I had 212. At the moment we're up to 1121, and soon we'll just go back to the full OCD where I put one stat in every point, and the next consecutive one will go into the next consecutive available slot down the line forevermore. So yeah, that, and in this one she has to get a new helper dude in each new area. So right now she's got Elzia, and whereas my previous one, she had to keep the same original girl from the very first one that you get all the way through to Hell. Whereas I've got to change it in each act. Obviously I can't change it in Act 4 where you don't get a mercenary and shit, but yeah, it'll be fine. Guys, can you stop killing me for like just a second? Thank you. Come here, you. There we go. This I haven't done, is it that deep, yet at all. Really just want to get gear farm, so it's so slow. Lobbies are dead in my time zone. Oh yeah. I'm playing solo offline. Oh hello, we got a special Dark Elder, extra fast, undead, magic resistant. Nice. I haven't been able to get a chance to read a lot of those dudes out because I've been killing them a little bit too fast, which is good, but like, you know, I like to see what they are kind of thing. So you two, man, you're playing it really by the book. I mean, not really by the book. We're playing it by like 13-year-old me's like playthrough rules. So like my Amazon and stuff was by my 12-year-old self's rules, so they're even worse. Like my Amazon, we could not use a crossbow. In both of these, can't use rune words. I can merge shit together in the rotor cube, like to, you know, like when you stack 3 things together and kind of make like a higher quality version of it kind of thing. I could do that, but I can't do much else with it. Yeah, there's we've got a plum thing. I've got like a whole list. Hold on a second. Where is my little thing? We also have, I don't have to give my helper hand-me-downs as well, whereas beforehand I had to give my mercenary, like they could only get upgrades when I upgraded my gear. This time around I can give them whatever, which is nice. I still do have to keep whatever gets my name on it, right? So, you know when you get like your character name on an item, I still have to keep that, which means it's still going to take up space in my limited stash. But I know with her, it should be like, I think a mask, a wand, and I think a staff we're hoping for. It's like, it's not 100% I'm going to get exactly the same items, but like, yeah. I'm still following what I did, so I might have room for that, maybe. Also, if you have to like go and get food or rest or anything like that, by all means go for it. I'm usually here at this time. Hold on, I have to go back. Yeah, I'm usually streaming from like 10 p.m. to 2 a.m., which is this time at night. Yes. But I've been taking off a lot of days to do rigging of my avatar, so I've missed a few Diablos so far, which does kind of suck a little bit because obviously like I hopped back in tonight and I immediately died, which will happen. But you know, I also think I did get stuck on like a column or something when I was trying to move backwards, so I don't think I could have like fixed it if I wanted to. I can also use charms up against like bosses and stuff like that if I'm really struggling, like I can't beat them. I can use that. But generally speaking, I can't just run around with them casually in my inventory and stuff. And I don't have to gamble at traders to get gear this time, which is kind of nice. I can if I want to, but I don't have to wait until my gold and my stash are 100% maxed out before I can go and like buy shit. I can just casually buy shit this time, which is kind of nice. Because last time I had to have a full gold, my stash and my inventory fully maxed out in gold before I could actually buy anything. And then when I would gamble for it, I wouldn't always actually get something I could use. So I'd waste so much money. Like we wasted probably like, I think it's 7.5 million gold on trying to get a bow in hell at one point, and yeah, still didn't get a decent bow. Like obviously I can still pick up shit. There's a turret thing here. Hold on. I can still pick up stuff and use whatever I find out and about and stuff, but yeah. I don't always find good shit. Hey mate. Come here. I'm also using like the Herodric staff at the moment as a weapon, so I'm gonna lose that soon once I obviously put it all together and crap. So yeah. Hey Sarah, how you doing? What are you up to today? You get Diablo out of the blue for a change. I actually don't know if I've got a consistent back-to-back on Diablo for this fortnight coming, or if we'll miss it again. I don't know off the top of my head. Also, no worries, Jaylee. Before work, I've been seeing the updates you're freaking and it looks so good. Thanks. Obviously, like, don't directly, like, spoil anything, but, thank you. I have just, like, as of last night, finished working on a part that I have no tutorials for, that I was super excited to work on, and, I'm super, super happy with how it's come out. I'm very chuffed with it. So I will probably post those updates and stuff probably next week, I reckon, you know. Thank you. I don't know, it's one of those things where it's like I never know who can see it and stuff. If anybody who wants to know, wants to see what my avatar's doing and stuff, the avatar that I'm working on, the Live 2D one, I have got like sneak peek previews and stuff in like tier 2 Twitch subs, tier 2 YouTube memberships, and on Patreon as well, also a tier 2 thing in there. So if you want to see what I'm working on, you can, but I'm specifically keeping it like, you know, what do you call it? I guess you could say like I'm keeping it behind a paywall because I just don't want it to be like just, I don't know, always available for people to see and critique and shit, you know? I don't know. I prefer like the delayed response kind of thing before it. Otherwise my brain just kind of thinks that like if I complete something and somebody's like, hey, good job, my brain just goes like, oh sweet, we're done, I don't have to do anything else on this task, and then like shuts down, and I'm like, no, we're not done yet, you know? So yeah, I very much have to kind of like delay it and like keep it behind stuff. So if people really want to see it, they can go see it. I'm not going to stop you from doing that if you want to see it, but yeah, by all means, I'm trying to like, I don't know, keep it back for my own mental sake kind of thing. It's obviously a Patreon would have had money, so even though it cancelled, still get free updates. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. Is it, you're not done? Is it? No, you're not done. Fine, take back my compliments. Good job. Shut up. That's funny. No, it's it was more of like an immediate thing. So like if I worked on something and I showed my partner or I showed my cousin what I'd done, like I'm talking about like same day within 12 hours, something like that kind of thing, my brain would just be like, you know, basically like pat on the brain, you've done a good job, don't have to do anything else kind of thing, like task complete, which is not correct, it's not complete. So I found that if I just kind of like waited a little bit to upload for starters, and then if I put it where like people mostly can't see it, because for like a good while nobody could see it because nobody was like subscribed or anything, right? So it was kind of like just on the back burner, and I was just plugging away working at it and nobody saw it. So there's zero gratification kind of thing from it. It's just I'm working on something. And it's my satisfaction only kind of thing out of the task. So if I like it, I like it. And if I don't like it, I don't like it kind of thing. And I don't know, it's kind of like, I don't know, rewiring my brain kind of thing, if you will, against like immediate praise kind of stuff. It's been good. It's been, as far as I could tell, it's been a good thing. Like, is it, I can't talk about in progress writing I'm working on, because if I tell someone, then my brain's like, well, we finished. Yeah, you kind of get it. You get it. I get the same thing with like, if I have plans for something, I'm like, I don't tell people because I try not to tell people because I'm like, I'll feel like I've already got the reward. Let me have some water. Hold on. We got a really hot night tonight, so I'm having like a bit of a dry throat issue going on, so don't mind me. Like, no, I gotta write the story down, not just yap about it. Yeah, it's I remember reading something about it back when I was doing weightlifting, and there was some study that was out around about that time that was like, if you, like, you know, when you set, like, a lot of people set like New Year's resolutions or goals and stuff like that for the year. So if you say that you want to go to the gym, you want to exercise is your goal kind of thing, right? Sometimes just the act of telling somebody that you plan to go to the gym is enough for your brain to get the reward of like going to the gym. Obviously you don't get the physical reward of actually doing the exercise and shit, but the brain kind of like does the same kind of thing somehow. So it's kind of like that. So yeah. Oh, we're out of stamina. So you get that. Yeah. But either way, thank you. It's one of those things where I'm like, I have no clue who's been able to see it. I really should be checking more frequently, like who's like subscribed and doing stuff or whatever, but like I just haven't. Hold on, I want to cough.
Strong magic within this place.
I don't think that helped my throat any. It probably just made it so much rawer, but it's fine. Also, we're in the Danger Noodle Temple, so I can only imagine how bad this is going to be, because the last time we were in here with Kelly, it was fucking horrid. We spent like hours dying non-stop, so as I'm very motivated by praise and attention. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, if you know how your brain works, you can kind of hijack it and sort of stuff, you know. So like, if you know that like praise is something that motivates you and stuff, like even just like telling somebody that and being like, hey, you know, I'm working on this thing. Oh shit, hello mate. And then like, yeah, it's a special dude in there. And like praise you at certain steps of it and stuff. It can be like very progressively good for like productivity and stuff. Other times it can be like very counterproductive. Hey mate. And we're gonna try to attack a couple of these dudes over here. Hold on, let me get out the bit of stuff. I can hit you.
I can't carry anymore.
But yeah, it's also kind of difficult because I've been like super excited about some parts of what I'm working on, and I obviously can't share that, and I'm kind of like locked in with like, I can't tell. I could, but I choose not to tell people like what I'm working on or like where it's up to and stuff like that. I try to be very vague about that, so there's no like, I don't know, I feel less accountable, even though I've been very diligent about what I'm working on and shit. So yeah, it's just kind of, I don't know, it's nice to hear a little bit of feedback, you know. And yeah, at the rate that I'm going, it's good. All these extra days off that I've been taking has been very productive. I've found that without having like the big gaps in time where I then have to come back and figure out what was I working on last and what like what part was I up to kind of thing, and how did that move and shit. Like, it's a little bit better. I can fit that, yeah. It's a little bit better because I'm not wasting as much time between what I'm working on, you know? When I came and went every other month, like a week here and there, I would spend like probably 2 or so hours straight up being like, what was I working on? Like, what did it do? How did it move? Kind of thing. Oh, that's a ring. I was gonna say, I'm like, that's not a bad ring, because it's like fire resistant versus poison resistant. That's actually slightly better. Good to find out what works for you like that. Yeah, well, I was kind of also starting to get like almost a stress response as well. I sort of do need the fire resistance, but poison resistance, if I don't have a spare ring, I can keep that. I have one. Strength, poison resistant. This is only a 5 resistant. Well, I can keep like 2, but it's like keeping up a lot of space in here. I'm very limited. I can only keep like 1 spare set of stuff. So 2 rings, 1 amulet, a sash, 1 gloves, stuff like that kind of thing, you know. I've just got to be mindful that I don't stack up more because it takes up a lot of inventory space. But yeah, I was starting to get a bit of a stress response when I'd start to like work on my rigging, because I'm like, I was spending such huge like swatches of time working on her, and like I'd out of the blue like plan to do like a week of rigging, right? And then I'd sit down for like 20 plus hours across a couple of days, like across like 2 days or a day or something like that. Or I'd do like 30 hours in a fucking week or something like that. And yeah, it's not good. Not good for my body and stuff. And psychologically my brain was like, oh god, we're doing this thing where like we basically don't move for like X number of hours again, kind of thing. I don't know, my brain was starting to have like a torture response to it. So breaking it down into like regular intervals of like every week or so has been very good. It has been a very good change positively, which is good. And I've also gotten a little bit better at managing like the food and drink and stuff that I eat during the time frame as well, and breaks and stuff. So all of it's been good. Back off, mate. What did this VTuber put? 3 almost identical heart emotes. I would say that, also no worries about lurking, I would say that with the hearts, they very much liked and tested all 3 shades, weren't entirely sure which one that they liked more, and chose to just keep them. I know this is not the same case scenario, right? Because obviously I think there's heterochromism or something like that, where you get like 2 colored eyes or something. But when I was younger, I used to find that whenever I came across somebody that had like 2 separate color eye character, like I'm not talking about like a real life person, I'm talking about like a character they've chosen to draw, I always kind of felt like they were choosing between 2 separate colors and they weren't really sure which one they liked more, so they kept both. Obviously, once I got older, I learned that there is actually like 2 eye colored, you know, that's a normal thing. But yeah, I kind of get that with certain colors and stuff, with like all 3 of those shades of hearts are very slightly different, but I reckon they didn't want to commit to one over the other because they like each shade in its own right, and they're choosing to still use it. I totally understand that, because like I think I have something like that in my stuff. Hold on. In my emotes, do I have one like that? Oh, I have shocked and yeah, tier 1 and tier 2 shocked, although I do have a variation between them where one is Kelly Venus and one is Kitty Venus. So one has cat ears, one has the ribbon. So, I mean, there is a difference between them, but also I did keep 2 wigglies as well, the wiggling like cat ears, right? Because I liked both of them, and I couldn't like decide which one I liked more, because some days the speed of like the slower is better, and sometimes the speed of faster is better as expression. And yeah, I'm glad I kind of didn't remove those because a lot of people seem to like using both of them. So I actually quite like one of the 3 colors in that set of hearts is more light green, like more mint kind of colored, and I kind of like that myself. Which is kind of funny because my channel has gone from being like mint green to being kind of like light purple flavored, essentially. Kind of done a loop through here, which is good, but I think I could probably portal back here. I think I'm full up at the moment. Yeah. Let's go.
Hello.
Hi. I don't have anything to identify Kane, I just love your voice. He's like amazing. Oh shit, hold on, that's it's a paladin only. It's a 10 resistances, triple socketed. The defense is pretty low compared to my other shield, but the only thing is it's for paladin, which means I can't use it, which sucks. I am open to like alternate weapons, but they of course still have to follow the equal or better rule, and it still cannot be a crossbow. So not that like she'd use that. I think I'd probably love at some point just to find out if like I put a bow on her and see if she could use it, because when I pick one up next, I might just plop it on her and see if she can use it to begin with, because I don't think I've ever even bothered to try to put a bow on her, which is kind of funny. Not that I'd use it, but I'd just like with the weapons and stuff, I'd like to see if she could. I can't remember. I only ever made one sorceress, and like I said, that was when I was 13 and I'm currently 38, so it's been a while since I made her. And also, if you guys want to see when I actually finished my original Diablo playthroughs for Kelly and Tabby Cat, like when I defeated Baal and shit, I have actually got it written down. I have a photo of it on Instagram. I think I also have it in Discord as well. Possibly a community post on YouTube. But I guarantee you it's findable on Instagram a lot easier. Hello. So yeah, I thought it was really interesting because I actually like record kept the dates of when I originally fought them, when I originally defeated the game. I also have Kelly's Nightmare Baal defeat as well written down on the same thing. So I've got their normal and Kelly's Nightmare, which is cool because obviously like you guys can see what year I actually, like the exact date and like rough time that I completed those, which is nice. Because I did not realize that I had them. I was actually going through my drawings. I was going through my like art scans that I've got on my computer of all my like drawing books and shit, and I happened to come across it in like the corner of one of my pages, and I'm like, what the shit is this? And yeah, it's literally the like recording of when I fought, you know, Baal in normal with original Kelly and original Tabby Cat. I thought it was epic. I'm like, go me, go 12 and 13-year-old me, you know? Here I am record keeping as a kid, and I'm like, yeah, well, technically borderline kid and teenager, I guess, or preteen, teenager kind of thing. So I thought that was super cool. Because I'm like, I would not have known. There's no way I could have known because like the internet wasn't even really that much of a thing when I was like 12 or 13, right? So there's no way I could have known that I would have like grown up to eventually like replay these playthroughs on the internet for people to watch and shit. Because back then, like you might have like forums and shit, but like there really wasn't much else. Like you could customize your own pages, make all kinds of shit and stuff, but I'm just saying like as for like streaming and videos on the internet, I don't think that really sort of became a thing for like till 2015, I think. It sounds wrong. 2005, I think. 2005 kind of sounds a bit more right. So like at least a few years later. Mates, you guys are in my way. Me into the room, mate. Well, somebody dropped a... Hold on. Let me change over my... There we go. Oh, crackers. I was trying to, like, change over my weapon, but it wouldn't let me.
I can't carry anymore.
I'm pretty sure I heard a little charm drop. Yeah, there's a small charm. Okay, so I can't pick up that. I could pick up that. I could pick up this, that. There's definitely more shit down beneath us. You wait a minute, mate. It also sounds like there's something over here which makes no sense. It might double back though. I button mashed the shit out of my mana.
Yes.
I didn't mean to, but I did, and this is why I kept my mana. I probably should have had a look at those, even though it's got no magic and shit on it. Energy, 9 to life. Oh, knockback. I have 2 of them. Oh, this is great. Obviously